Okay, so I'm gonna make this video while it's still fresh on my brain, and um, I'm not gonna edit it, so fucking whatever. It might be hella long, but anyway, it's weird how you wake up and you think your day is gonna be like completely normal, and it's just gonna be any other Tuesday of the week, and then it completely changes in an instant, and you realize that legit shit is just so fucking crazy. Like, you can think your whole life could change in a millisecond, and mine almost did. So today I was just sitting around not doing anything. I was painting my nails actually because they were all like coming off, and just sitting there waiting for them to dry, and my window was open. The blinds were open a little bit, and my son ran over to the window and he said, "Mommy, fireworks." And I was like, "No, baby, there's no fireworks out there. It's like 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the afternoon. There's no fireworks." And then I looked at the window and I caught like the ass end of a fire truck, and I was like, "Oh no, not a firework, fire truck." And I was like, "A fire truck?" And so like I ran to the window and I saw the fire truck pull up, and my neighbor, not my direct neighbor Miguel, but my other neighbor, like right next to Miguel, Darcy, I saw her and her 3 children like run out to meet the firemen, who jumped out of the truck and like ran, like they were all and then I like looked around around the street, and everyone was staring behind me like this. So I said, "Oh fuck." And in the pit of my stomach I already knew, and I ran to my back door, and sure enough there was a truck that had caught fire, and fire was pluming out of the engine, the back of the truck. I thought at first he was hauling tires, but yeah, and the entire back hillside to my house was on fire. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, this isn't good. This is not good at all. And I don't know, me being who I am, I did take a very tiny video and snapped a couple of pictures. But then, like, I mean, it was like 30 seconds. Like, I legit wasn't just standing there like, "Oh, look at my house. It's about to be engulfed in flames." Yeah, so I will never forget what I saw. I mean, that was like the scariest fucking moment of my life. Legit. Like, I saw those bright orange flames just having a feast with the completely dry sagebrush that back there, with nothing to stop it from eating my neighbor's fence and then moving on to mine. And so the fire was on the hillside. It had not reached my neighbor's fence. So that was good. I was like, I have at least 10 minutes to pack. At least I gave myself 10 minutes. And so my son, who had originally made me aware of the situation, was just saying, "Fireworks, fireworks," because you could see the flames from where we were standing in the sliding glass door of the back of my house. And so I was like, "Okay, baby, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Where's your blankie? Where's your juice? Get your shoes. Like, let's go, okay? Help mommy." And so I called my husband immediately, and I was so frustrated because I didn't know his work number, and I was like I was shaking, I was freaking out, and I was like, "This is fucking bullshit. Like, I should know his work number. I should know his emergency number, you know?" And I called his cell phone, and he never answers his cell phone. Never answers his cell phone. And it rang once, and he picked up. Like, for some blessed reason. So he picks up, and I was like, babe, this is not a drill. I am not fucking around. The back hillside is on fire. And it's threatening to eat our neighbor's house, and it will spread to ours if that happens, because we're all connected. And he said, well, get the fuck out of there, and I'll meet you at Anna's. And I was like, okay. So I hang up with him, and all the while I'm packing. But it's such an odd feeling to have to pack for like something like that, because you now like prioritize all of your belongings, your entire house that is full of your stuff, into what do I need to bring, what do I want to bring, and what are you okay with legit never seeing again if it comes to that. So, as I was packing, basically just clothes, toothbrushes, some pictures on the wall. Like, I went into panic mode because I'm like, I don't know where the hard drives are to any of our photos, and I have legit over like 5,000, almost 10,000 really, now, because that was like 2 years ago. I have over like 10,000 photos, and I don't know where the hard drive is, so I'm like, fuck. So I call Anna, and I told her what was happening in a voicemail. I said, I'll see you soon. And it was legit like the craziest fucking thing that's ever happened to me. Like, bar none. And I've been through some crazy fucking shit. And to like throw like the little bit of belongings, into my car, and like be prepared to like never see my house or any of my shit ever again, it was just such a fucking gut-wrenching feeling. Like, it was sick, dude. Like, it felt sick. And I know all that shit can be replaced, but it's just fucking terrifying. So I called my kitty, and it's like they knew. It's like Blue and Meow knew something was happening, and I only had to call him once. I was just like, meow, meow, and he like ran to me. So I grabbed him, and I put him in the carrier case, and I put his ass in the car, and I put my dog in the car, and I put my fucking baby in the car. Look, it's like he knows. And that was it. Like, I fucking drove away from my house. Not sure if I'd come back to a smoking pile of embers and 2x4s. Like an empty concrete slab. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. So the weirdest fucking thing happened. When I got in my car, like, when you get in my car, it will yell at you to put your seatbelt on. Like, if you're the driver. And if you're a passenger. It's only me in the front seat. Silas is strapped in the back, Blue's in the back, and Kitty Meow is in the front seat. And the seatbelt thing starts dinging. Like, I'm like pulling away from the house, and I leave, and I'm at the stoplight getting ready to make a turn, and there's like tons of traffic right now. Like, everyone is like getting the fuck out of Dodge, And so I'm like sitting at the stoplight, and I'm like, why is my seatbelt thing dinging? That's weird. And I like checked my belt. I was like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, the passenger's dinging? That's weird. I'm like, I don't have a passenger. Like, there's no passenger. And so I reached over and I like clicked the seatbelt and it stopped dinging. I was like, my dad's riding shotgun. I knew it. He's like, you're not alone, baby girl. I'm right here. I'm with you. It was the weirdest fucking thing, dude. It was so weird. And my passenger side airbag, like, I don't even know how to turn that off. Okay, it just says passenger airbag on. It's always on. It just always says on. It said off. It said passenger side airbag off. Like, it was requiring me to buckle whoever was there in, but the airbag was off. It was like saying basically like, my dad's my spirit guide. He's got my back. He's with me. Like, he's there. You know? I don't know. It was so fucking crazy, dude. It was so fucking fuck. Okay, so potentially this could be like, I don't know, like the worst fucking day of my life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when my son got taken away from me, I don't speak about that lightly. Okay, that was fucking horrific. But he wasn't dead. Like, I knew I'd see him again. You know what I mean? Like, that was a tragedy all on its own. Like, this was like your home, your stability, your everything, your fucking existence, like all your shit. Like, I know it's all materials, but like, you can't tell me that doesn't fucking mean things to you. Of course it means things to you. Or else you wouldn't have filled your box full of all that shit that you like. God. It was so fucking scary. So, turns out, I don't know the full report, but this is just what Drew told me. It turns out a guy was driving down the fucking freeway and had a cigarette, and he's done smoking, I guess, and he flicks the cigarette out the window to his truck or whatever, and he was driving this big ass dually with bales full of hay in the back of his truck. And the cigarette, lo and behold, flew back in the window and lit the hay bales in the back of his fucking truck on fire. So he pulls over, and instead of just like getting out of the truck and calling 911 and cutting his losses and saying, oh shit, there goes my truck and all my hay, the motherfucker proceeds to chuck the burning bales of hay down the embankments to our fucking neighborhood, igniting the sagebrush instantaneously, because it's hello, fucking dry as shit. So I'm not quite sure if that's exactly what happened, but that is what Drew told me that he had heard. So I don't know what. I'll make a follow-up or whatever. I hope that guy gets fucking jail time, legit. Like, you almost fucking burnt down my entire neighborhood, you selfless, fucking, inconsiderate prick. Like, I don't even fucking smoke, okay? Like, I vape when I'm drunk. Like, there's a total difference. Like, I'm not trying to light people's houses on fire. What the fuck is wrong with you? So a couple things that I want to do right now. Find him and beat the shit out of him. And I want to go to, I don't know, I don't even know how to do this. I don't know what I need to do. Like, go to a city council meeting or talk to the, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do, but a few things need to happen. I would like to get enough signatures or a petition or something to build a retaining wall. So this doesn't ever happen again. And that highway is so fucking dangerous. Like, legit, anyone could just probably like drive off the highway and just like smash into my bedroom, like, at any moment. And ever since we moved into this house, that has been like legit a terrifying thought in my head. Maybe that's why I can't fucking sleep at night. anyway, if the retaining wall doesn't work out, then I'm going to set up a community. I'm going to call it the pushback, and I'm going to set up a community organization to my neighbors to reach out and have everyone push back the sagebrush at least like 6 to 7 feet away from the fence line. So if something like this ever does happen, or a fire does break out or whatever, then at least we have, 7 feet of leeway in between the houses and the fence line. Because if this has taught me nothing, it is that we are completely fucking unprepared for something horrible like this to happen. The wind was on our side today. It was really windy, but the way it was blowing was like it was blowing the fire almost up and back towards the highway instead of like down straight into our fucking houses. And that's another reason why I left. In the news report, it said that the evacuations were not mandatory, but I was not about to take that chance to just sit there and wait for the wind to change and have my entire family just go up in flames. So it's so fucking crazy how your life really can change in a millisecond. So yeah, that was my day. I just wanted to make a video while it was fresh on my mind. So I hope you guys had a good day. Don't take anything for granted, okay? Like, there's been so many crazy things that have been happening to me lately that I haven't been taking for granted. I have not taken this house for granted. Trust me. But when something like this happens, you're like, your whole perspective just changes. So, I love you guys. I really do. And I hope your day was good. I don't hope it was like life-changing, but yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.